Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz removed the early retirement provisions of the governor's spending cuts Bill 507, primarily because of the concerns voiced by the Retirement Fund Board of Trustees and various retirees like Mr. Joseph Guthrie.
And I think it'd be very embarrassing if the Retirement Fund joins Mr. Guthrie and other retirees in a lawsuit against the government of Guam. And so I would like them to talk with each other and come back to us, because we're willing, to do whatever they think they can save some money if it's not going to result in tying up the courts and running up legal fees.
Instead, the bill would require that the governor's office and retirement fund meet and come back to the legislature with recommendations that will provide savings to the government while protecting the sustainability of the retirement fund. Although the retirement fund section was the meat of the governor's cost-cutting plan, lawmakers didn't stop here. During the Committee of the Whole today, they went through the bill, removing provisions section by section. For example, they removed the provision that would have limited GovGuam leave sharing for Guard members and military reservists while on deployment. Senators like Judy Guthert said they didn't want to change these benefits, especially when the Guam Guard is about to deploy over 600 Guardsmen and women.
I respect the governor. He's actually the commander-in-chief of the National Guard here, and I think he will understand that this has created some serious negative reaction from those Guardsmen and reservists who are government employees, who are deployed or about to be deployed. Creates a hardship for them and their families, and this is not the time to do that.
Lawmakers also removed a provision that was intended to prevent GovGuam employees from resigning from the government in order to collect a lump sum payment of accrued leave and then resuming employment with GovGuam the following day. Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz says that while the intent of the bill is good, it would actually result in more spending.
Say some of the legislative employees that are here now, and they're getting $9 or $10 an hour. If they get picked up by the executive and they're getting $12 or $15 an hour, if they're not allowed to take their annual leave from here, and they decide they're going to carry it to the administration, and they get paid, they're going to be $15 an hour over there. If for some reason during the probationary period they don't work out and they're made to leave, they can cash out all that 200 hours of annual leave that they accumulated while they were here at the legislature, and they get paid the 15 rather than the 9. You're better off paying off the people at the lower amounts rather than accumulating it for future.
So what's left in the spending cuts bill? About a little more than $1 million in cuts is left. These cuts were added in a provision introduced by Senator Aline Yamashita. The provision is similar to Bill 527, which was introduced by Senator Cruz. It implements a 10% cut for all elected officials and unclassified employees who make at least $50,000 a year or more. Also, Senator Judy Guthert added her Bill 445 as a rider provision to the spending cuts bill. Her Bill 445 would require GovGuam to impanel a commission to review all of the current laws, rules, and regulations of the government of Guam in order to determine which ones are unnecessary and can be repealed.